welcome to another yoga story episode with Leanne and Dragon Bunny Books, Dragons Behind the Camera, and we hope that you're ready for another yoga story. This is a really fun one, so come on to your yoga mat, take off your shoes and socks, and let's get right into it standing today. So as per usual, the first thing I'd like you to do is just notice, say hello to yourself. You've landed, we're here, we're doing yoga. I cannot think of a better way to spend your precious, wonderful time. And just ground your feet into the earth, growing your strength up from the earth all the way up to your hips, your chest, your shoulders, the tip of your head. Deep breath in, whole body breath. Clap and bring your hands to your heart. Close your eyes for a moment. We did it. Let's roll our shoulders back as we're just landing in the present moment and forward. And just do a quick scan of your whole body, see how you're feeling. One arm, breathe it up and down. Other arm, breathe it up and down. Both arms together. This is your final warm-up breath. And this time, slowly, carefully pressing your hands into your heart in our prayer pose. And we are about to begin. Today's yoga story is called The Darkest Night. All right, things are going to get really dark at the beginning of the story. So spread your legs, open your arms, and imagine darkness spreading everywhere. Spreading out your arms, reaching into the darkness, looking over to each finger and feeling yourself reaching, spreading through your toes, your heels, pushing out strong into the darkness. This time, palms up, look up into the darkness. Everywhere was dark and cold on this dark, dark night. Breathe in here. Close your eyes because that's where it gets really dark. And feel how dark and cold it is on this dark, dark, gloomy night. Now, once upon a time, on the darkest night of the world, there was beauty in the world behind the darkness. There were mountains, come into mountain pose. There were volcanoes, volcano arms, and there were huge, majestic trees, come into tree pose. Even though everything was bathed in darkness, this was what was still in the world, beauty everywhere. Try it again, starting with the mountain. There were mountains, there were volcanoes, other leg for tree pose, and great majestic trees everywhere. But the trouble was, on this very dark night, it was too dark and cold and lonely to see it. Now when things are very dark, release your tree pose. Nothing can grow. You can't see anything, and it must feel, I'm sure you can imagine, it's very lonely. Now, on this dark, dark night here in our yoga story, there were two fallen branches. So turn your arms into branches, spread your fingers wide, breathe in, and we're going to fall one branch down, and the other branch down. There were two fallen branches that were so simple, but cold and lonely in the dark. And they decided to just inch closer together so that they could comfort each other. So bring your hands together, stand up really tall, tuck your hips a little bit down. This is a nice standing pose, very strong and powerful. So here they were, giving each other a little bit of comfort on this very dark night. They decided to start telling stories so that it didn't feel so lonely, telling jokes. I know what you know, that's a fun thing to do. And singing songs and laughing. And we're going to rub our hands together as we imagine that. So they were telling jokes, singing songs, keep breathing, telling stories, go faster. They were having such a nice time that what happens when you rub two twigs together? Sparks started to fly. Oh my goodness. And guess what happens if you keep going even faster? You might even feel it in your own body right now. Press your feet into the earth. Let your head reach up to the sky. Rub faster, keep breathing. Takes a lot of strength and power, but you're right if you guessed fire. They brought light back into the world. Feel the light on, the heat on your hands. Bring it to your cheeks. Bring it to your heart. Deep breath in, bring it to your hips, to your knees, and all the way down to your toes. And roll it back up. They brought light back into the world, and guess who said thank you? The powerful mountain, the great volcano, and the majestic trees all said thank you to those simple twigs for bringing the light back. One more time in our mountain. To our volcano, other leg for a tree pose. Now to celebrate the light returning into the world, everyone rejoiced and did some sun salutations. So we are going to, for our final yoga pose, we're going to do sun salutations. Come to the middle of your yoga mat, bring your hands into your heart, your powerful fiery hands. Breathe in, breathe out. This time arms coming up, sun salutation, reach, look up, and then slowly lowering down. Nod your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Bring your hands up just above your knees, nice flat back. Breath in and release. Breath out. Bring one foot back. Lift your arms up. Breathe in. Very nice. Breathe out. Bring both feet back. Here in our plank pose. Lowering down slowly as you come all the way down. Lift up into our little baby cobra and lower down. Then tuck your toes under, come into a little rock pose before you lift up into downward dog. Breathe in, breathe out. One foot at a time, coming forward and coming all the way back into our forward bend as we roll all the way back up. And that sun salutation made the sun shine for the whole world. And you can do those sun salutations anytime you like to bring heat and light and life into your body. And some people believe that the more yoga that you do, the more light you bring into the world. That's my challenge for you. If it happens to be a dark day, you can do the yoga and bring back the light. Maybe even rub your hands and make some sparks and some heat and some fire. So for our closing yoga pose, I'm going to invite you to just close your eyes, reach the top of your head up to the heavens, up to the sky, lower your shoulders away from your ears, tuck your hips down a little bit, bend your knees, breathe in, really breathe in, and really breathe out and relax one arm and the other arm. Everything soft. And this is it. We landed right back where we started. I hope that little tiny yoga break made your body feel great. I'm so honored to have spent this time with you, and I hope to do another yoga story again with you really, really soon. Thank you for joining me, Bunny and Dragon, and we'll see you soon. Have a great